That's the red one, yeah?
Ron.
Okay, so we're going to just quickly talk through measuring for a replacement hot tub cover. Two ways you can do that. You can either measure the old cover if it's a good fit, but a lot of covers tend to shrink or sometimes they're just not the right size from the manufacturer. So you can do it from the cover or you can do it from the tub if you don't know that. We'll do the cover first. So the first thing we're going to do, get the cover lifter out of the way, and we're going to do measurement A. Now measurement A tends to be the one that's got the hinge in the middle. So all we do is we run a tape measure from front to back, and that's got a measurement of 230 centimetres or 90 inches. Okay, and that's measurement A with the hinge in the middle of that measurement. Measurement B, it's quite simply the width. Okay, and on some tubs, most tubs are square, but not all of them. This might be different to measurement A, and that is 230 again, 90 inches, just over 90 inches. Okay, so measurement A, measurement B. That's the easy bit. That's where most people have no problem. The third measurement is the one that people have a few issues with, and that's measuring the radius. Some people get a tape and try and measure around the bend. That's the wrong one. How we measure the radius is, the best thing to do is use a set square, or if you haven't got a set square, two straight pieces where they can intersect. Okay, if you come a little bit closer then we'll take a look at that. So on this particular cover we can see from the right angle, or the imaginary right angle if you've got two bits of wood, through to where the cover will start to curve. Not sort of here, that's too far down, and not down here, where it starts to curve somewhere around the 11 inches. If you're unsure, it's better to go less than it is to go more. If you go more, then you end up with too tight a corner and very, very tight skirts on the side. So for this one, it looks like it's about 10.5, so we're going to go to 10 to be sure. That's a 10-inch radius. Most radiuses are measured in inches, even though some cover companies would accept centimetres for the length and the width. Okay, so we've got 230 centimetres or 90 inches, measurement A, which has got the hinge in the middle, measurement B, which is across along the length of the hinge, and the radius. Okay, so there are three key measurements. There's a couple of other measurements we need to take. One of them will be the length of the skirt. So on this particular one, again inches is quite common, is a 4-inch skirt, and the purpose of the skirt there is just to protect the acrylic from any UV. So again, if you're measuring from the tub without the cover, it's exactly the same measurements. The way that we do this is exactly the same, where it starts to curve in. It's actually 11 inches on the tub on this. And the skirt, we measure that, we're about 3.5, so go to the nearest inch, we'll go to 4 inches for the skirt. The next one, which is quite important, if we've already got some cover clips on there, it'd be nice if we can get our replacement cover to either utilise the same receptacles or as near as damn it, so we're not going to end up having a clip here and a clip over there each time we replace a cover. Okay, so the way to do that one is there's two measurements we need to take. One is the length of the strap from the underside of the main foam cover, so not from here, not from the top, but from the bottom of the foam cover, which we can see there, through to where it loops in the buckle. And that's important. It's not to the end of the buckle, it's the actual leather strap itself. So we take that measurement, which is 10 inches in this case, and that's your strap length. Okay, and the last one is we want to try and get it as near to where the existing buckle would have been. Okay, and that's what we call the strap inset. And again, if you use a set square, what we're looking at is the measurement from this right angle here to the middle of the strap. Okay, and in this case, that is 6 inches. So 6 inches in from the imaginary right hand corner to the middle of the strap as our strap inset measurement. Just one thing to add on to that, when you're getting your straps, a lot of these, particularly if you're measuring off your old cover, may well have may have shrunk, and you'll probably find that it's quite hard to get it into there. Don't be afraid to put an extra inch onto the measurement of your strap. It's better to be slightly loose than it is to be a little bit tight after a year when it's shrunk. Also, with it being a little bit loose like that, it's still not going to make the cover come off. Okay, and lastly, one thing that you might want to choose to protect your cover, your new investment, particularly with strong winds that we've got at the minute with the hurricanes around the world and the storms we're having here in the UK, is steel core. Steel core is a great product. It's designed, it's got a steel wire running through the middle and webbing then around that to protect that. It's also got inside some hot tub edge protectors. These have been specially designed for hot tubs. So we've got particular protective edges, so the steel wire as it runs through these is protected, or covers protected from the steel wire. Inside this pack we also have some neat covers to protect the locks, and also a steel wire with high security grade locks. In with those you get your high security keys, you get a spare one in there, and these can be recut as well because we've got the key codes on there. And these steel straps, they tend to fit on the outside of the cabinet, go all the way over the cover through to the back and attach on the other side. That's going to, in the worst storm in the world, that is going to keep your hot tub lid on your spa, but also provide a degree of security, stop the little ones from getting into the spa, and also any unwanted guests using the spa when you're not there. So that's how to measure a hot tub cover, and then how to protect it, the cover